Hey guys, Ali here, welcome to the channel. So I've just finished a review for Mr. T's. But for when you see this, I think that comes out in a few days, I think. Oh man, so the place I'm gonna review today, Spuddies, is a little bit iconic in the Bradfordian. Oof, that's also iconic in Bradford as well, people having really loud cars. But never got that. I know you drive, man. What do you want me to do about that? Anyway, yeah, so super iconic, a place called Spuddies. But I have tried to go there so many times. This, I think, is my 4th time. Basically, they have no opening times on Google, nothing on their Facebook, nothing on their Instagram. I'm responding to the Instagram messages. They wouldn't pick up the phone. I tried so many times. So every time I would go there, they would basically be closed. And obviously I've tried to contact them in a variety, a plethora of ways, every way that I know how. I even tagged them on my story. But today, because I basically call them every time I come to Bradford hoping they'll pick up, today they've actually picked up and they are open. They've promised me they're open, they've promised me they have seating. So we're gonna go down, we're gonna try the food, because by all accounts, they're supposed to be amazing. So let's go, let's check them out. Okay, so jumped in an Uber. I was on Great Horton Road. I'm now on Leeds Road. They've got a few branches, but I've managed to come to this one. I think it's got a good amount of seating inside. It's not too busy, so great for filming. I'm gonna go in, have a look at the menu, but I'll have a look at it with you guys because I haven't actually seen it, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, inside, like I said, I don't know anything about this place, apart from it's super popular, so let's have a look at the menu together. So, fish and chips, I hear they do a really good fish and chips. Doner, I've been told to get the Doner stir fry, so I think I'm definitely gonna get some fish and chips. Probably get some Doner stir fry as well. They're the things that I've been told I should definitely get, and then maybe some curry sauce. But it's not a massive menu, which I usually like. I'll probably not get the burgers or anything like that, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to stick to the things that you guys have said are good, which is fish and chips and doner kebab. Makes my job a little bit easier. It's a pretty condensed menu, which I like. So I'm going to go up there now, place the order, and then start that review. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I've got a mixed kebab on a naan, so it's the lamb doner, chicken doner on a naan. And then we've gone for fish and chips as well, which is $5.60. Pricing wise, that's good. It's fairly reasonable, I would say. However, honestly, if the food is not good, then I don't care if that's a penny. I'd be like, the food is terrible. So really, price is always relative to food. So that's what it cost me. Let's see what it's like when it comes out. So you need to go to the till to go and order, put in your order. Once it's ready, they will call it for you, and then you just go and get your food. Food has arrived. Visually, looks good. Let me just sort of talk you through it. We've got the chicken doner and the lamb doner mixed kebab on a naan. I always prefer naan to something like a pitta. Then there's a little bit of side salad which comes. You can have that on top, but I wanted it on the side so I could appreciate the flavors there. And then we've got the fish and chips. So as you can see, as it sounds, really big portion of chips and a battered piece of fish there, so looks pretty good. And then I've got sauces just on the side. I'm gonna do my own thing with that, I think. First impressions are good. Everything looks nice. I think the doner portion could maybe be a touch bigger, but it's not super expensive, so I will I will reserve judgment until I actually try the food. Portion of chips looks massive. I have to say that is a big portion for sure. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is actually, do you know what? I'm so messy. That's a lot of salt, Ali. That is a lot of salt, but I don't care. So some salt and vinegar. I do like a really good amount of salt and vinegar. And then I'm actually going to put a little bit of vinegar on the fish itself. I think a lemon wedge or some tartar sauce would be good with this, a nice addition, but this is as it comes. Actually, I don't think I can do this review without putting a good amount of chili sauce on as well. So let's do this. Put a bit of chili on there. I think an increase in selection of sauces I think would be nice. Maybe like a garlic with this would be delicious. Chili and garlic always goes well. Some tartar sauce. I think with the chips, maybe they're on the menu actually. Maybe I've just blanked and not seen them. It's possible they're there. I know mushy peas were there. Maybe I've just not seen them. I'm on my own today, so I have to hold the phone. So I can't, I've sort of cut that. I mean, the batter does look a little bit stodgy to me. It's not particularly crispy, if I'm being honest. The fish, to be fair, I'm showing you guys the end. If I show you that part, it looks okay. Do you know what? I was going to say perfectly serviceable, but I actually quite like the aftertaste of the fish. Do you know what it reminds me of? Whilst I wouldn't compare it to somewhere like Mother Hubbard's, which is insanely good. Do you guys know the frozen fish and chips that you get from like Tesco or the supermarket? and it's like 4 for £2, the cheaper kind of ones. I'm trying to think of the brand. It's like a blue box. I forgot what it's called. It's Haddock, and I've forgotten the name of it. It's a blue box, and you get 4, and it's like £2. It kind of tastes like that, which has got a nice taste, so I do like it. Kind of reminds me of school dinners a little bit as well, which actually is not an insult. I actually enjoy that taste. But for being completely frank, I'd go to Mother Hubbard's for fish every single time. But this place is known for its mixed kebab. That's what I'm really here for, right? But it reminds me of school. I don't know what it is. It reminds me of school. Whilst we're here, let's try the chips as well. I'm going to move on to the kebab next. You can't really falter the size, the portion size actually, so that's definitely good. I might put a little bit of chili. Chips are perfectly serviceable, nothing wrong with those, but they're alright, they're certainly not bad, they're okay. A few more minutes in the oil I think would make them a little bit better, a little bit soggy, a little bit crispier. That would be lovely, but they're okay. Certainly don't want to be overly critical unfairly, but what I like to do, for example, is if I have like a smash patty burger in Bradford, I try to compare to other burgers in Bradford. Sometimes I'll make cross references to other places, but generally in your locale. There's no point in you coming to London, having a great fish and chips, and then coming to Manchester and going, well actually the one in Manchester's better. How many people from London are going to travel to Manchester? So what I try and do is find really tasty food in your area. That's kind of the goal, right? I think I would go to Mother Hubbard's for fish and chips every single time. But we're going to move on to this bad boy, because this is kind of what they're known for. People say this is the thing to eat here. So that was like a starter, or even less than that, like an aperitif, right? So we're now going to move on to the mixed kebab. This has lamb and it's got chicken. You can of course get one of each, but I wanted to mix it just so I could do a review for both meats for you guys. A really important message actually from the restaurant owner he's asked me to convey to you guys is if you could subscribe to my channel, that would be great. No, he did not say that, but he did say that. Do you know what? I'll try the doners individually. Let's try the chicken one first. Looks pretty good. Looks quite lean, I would say. Usually this kind of stuff, say shawarma, chicken doner, is made with thigh. This looks like it's made with breast. I think it is breast. Honestly, it's a touch dry for me. That can happen when you use breast. It's a, you know, it's a slightly more expensive meat. There's no fat to breast, but I can give it a lot of flavor, right? So for me, I've added some chili to it, and the chili is actually, the chili sauce, this stuff is, I don't know what they're putting that, it's addictive, it's really good. That's really, really, really nice. I would say in earshot of all the stuff, that is dry, for sure, for me. See, I had the impression that it was going to be like a stir-fried doner, but I think I got that wrong. That's my bad. I thought it was like those places where they'll get some doner meat, put it in a pan, some peppers, some onions, some herbs, some spices, mix it all up. I had that in my head, but I think I got that wrong, so that's on me. Let's try the doner. I'll be honest guys, looking at it, it looks incredibly dry. That's dry bit. Let's go for, that looks less dry, but still, they've given me these rubbish forks. It looks pretty dry, if I'm being frank. But let's try it. Let's try and be unbiased, and let's give an honest opinion. To be fair, not dry. I think appearances can be deceiving with doner. That is actually not dry at all. I thought it would be just looking at it. It's not. It's actually really good. What's good about this doner is that you've got quite strong lammy flavour. A lot of places when they stir fry doner, they end up masking with that flavour with like sauces or whatever. This is good. Always get a bit of a chip in there. This is good because you've got a proper flavour of lamb. This is like a mini chip butty doner sandwich. Eat my words and eat this food. That's actually pretty good. So stand by the fact that the chicken is pretty dry, but the meat, the doner meat is good. I like that. Visually, I don't know what's going on with it. It looks just like it would be if that focus is like super dry, but it's not at all. It's got a really strong lammy taste, which I actually enjoy. A little bit of spicing on there. The chili sauce is very spicy, so that gives it a lovely kick, brings the meat, the two meats together really. And the naan bread is serviceable, that's okay. Right, so yeah, that was my review. Actually, I need to go to this place. Abyssine is supposed to be very good as it happens. I'm acting like I finished, you know, everything. I'm going home, I left my stuff in there. So, I need to pack my camera away, but I want you to outro outside. And I'm gonna get my food packed away to go home. I didn't finish it because largely I didn't love everything. So thought The fish was okay, reminded me of like school, which is not terrible. It's okay, man. The chicken I thought was a bit dry, if I'm being completely frank, man. The chili sauce was delicious, and the lamb doner, that was pretty good. But then the naan was like, it didn't taste fresh. So yeah, I always, when I go to places, what I intend to do, what my aim is to find the best places to show off. That's like the aim of the channel. That is the point of the channel. So what I do is, I found this tree that it's got lots of stuff going on. So what I try and do is do lots of research, try and find the best places in a given city, and then go review that place, stack the odds in my favor that I'm gonna like something because I go places that are very well revered. This place, incredibly popular. People love Spuddies. Everyone tells me it's amazing. However, when I review somewhere, I have to be honest. I have to say about the experience that I had, what goes into my mouth. I can't talk for other people. So for me, in my opinion, and by no means am I an expert, I'm as expert as you guys are, I didn't really rate it that much, to be honest. If I want fish and chips, I'll go to Mother Hubbard's. If I want chicken doner, I'll go to Shimlas. So if I want a normal doner, I'll probably go to Big Fella's. That was really good. So yeah, no. But service was good. Service was really nice. Lovely seating inside. So some good and some bad. But guys, that takes me right until the end of my video. Please like the video if you like the video. I know it's a negative one, but please like it. That helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. I've got a ton of videos, particularly for Bradford, coming. And I'll see you guys in that next video. Bye 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 bye.